Hey, what's going on? Sir Blackson97 here, back with another mail pack break. Today we're in the brand new studio with a lot of our new equipment. And today we're opening up some mail sent in by YuGiOhHeartOfTheCards. He sent in a lot of great cards that I was looking for, a lot of just sort of decks and archetypes. We're very much helped out because he was able to find and pull the exact cards we were looking for. So big shout out to him for helping out here. Without further ado, let's see what magic we pulled out today. So to start things off, we got 3 copies of Reinforcement of the Army. Really great for my Gouki deck, my War Rock deck I'm building, just being able to add those specific warrior cards like Gouki Suprex, being able to just immediately start our combos and just go right into whatever plays we want to make. To kind of help further those plays, I got 2 copies of Utopia and 1 copy of Utopia Ray, especially with not just the Gouki and War Rock decks, but the upcoming Utopia XE Universe deck coming out. Having those additional Utopia-themed cards is really nice. Plus, I wanted to collect a lot of the Utopia spin-offs, and finally have a copy of Ray is very rewarding. Up next, going into the Dawn of Majesty, this is kind of a foreshadow of the box break we're doing. I've got a copy of Majestic Dragon I picked up, just because there's going to be a lot of new retrains, a lot of new support, and just have the original as kind of a neat little nostalgia for me. Up next, we have 2 copies of Update Jammer. Really nice Link 2, a lot of great effects from effect negation during battle to burn damage, and just giving additional effects to any Link monster it uses itself for Link material. So it's just a really great all-around card with 2000 attack as well, so it can beat out quite a few monsters if you're lucky enough. Up next, we have a copy of Psychic Tracker, canonically meant to pair with Psychic Wheel Leader. They both are level 3s, both work really well with swarming and sort of synchro plays, but being able to go into rank 3 XE's monsters or just Link's monsters in general, having that special summon is just really nice for you. Up next, we have 3 copies of DDs Super Sight Zero King Maxwell. Really great card from the Arc 5 manga. Really great boss monster all around. Change your opponent's battle position to defense. Change that defense to 0, piercing damage, and you get to protect yourself when you're being attacked. You don't take battle damage when it's attacked. So it's just a really great all-around card that can put out offense and defense as well. And sort of speaking of utilities, we have 2 copies of Donmari at Ignister. If an attack is declared against you, negate it, special summon, and then special summon Donmari. Banish it from the graveyard if you control a Link 6, which would be their specific Link monster, the Arrival Cybers at Ignister. And then once you banish it, you're able to negate an effect on your opponent's side of the field. So it's very rewarding to get out that copy of Arrival Cybers at Ignister, and Donmari just kind of helps the before and after process of having that card on the field. Up next, we have 2 copies of Meklord Army of Steel, arguably one of the better Meklord Army cards, being probably second to Obligado. When it's destroyed, special summon any Meklord Army, including itself, from the deck. So obviously you could pair right into your Obligado, start bouncing and proccing your effects, and just sort of forwarding your plays. Army of Steel is just a really nice, if you don't summon or draw into anything you like, throw it down in face-down defense position, hope it gets blown up in battle, and then you can start going into your plays next turn. So it's a really nice, just sort of, if all else fails, just throw down the Army of Steel. And if things do go as planned, I got 3 copies of Meklord Emperor Granel. If early on in the duel, basically how Granel works is its attack becomes half of whatever your current life points are at. So if I start off early with Granel, that's 4,000 attack, pair that with Optic Camouflage Armor, Limiter Removal, you've got a lot of damage, and you now have a direct attacker you can easily use. So Granel is one of my favorites, just to pull off huge numbers and then just blow up my opponent. So all of those cards were really fun to get. As you can see, these were a lot of decks I was building into or working on, and just having a few extra copies, especially like Army of Steel or Reinforcement of the Army, it just really helps the consistency of the deck. So huge shout out to YuGiOh Heart of the Cards. I'll link him down below. Send him a lot of support. He's been really helpful in getting a lot of the staples for my deck. So very much appreciated. And I'll see you guys next time back in the studio. We'll be opening up more mail coming soon.